season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down?
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Sellers from the gun on third down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. All kinds of room to the right. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point was good. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rush is on, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing Sellers. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Now here's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Hard running there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field here and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Turning it on! Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Left side, it's Rodgers. Makes the grab in their space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out wide left, it's Hunt. Breaks into the open. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the front.
Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Bennett. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but
throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Sellers to throw. Extending the play. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll try to start the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tide ready to roll on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Left side is Rodgers. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Maybe a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room, it's Riley. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BAMA! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running inside, it's Riley. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Fresh center down's going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Sellers. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pulls it in. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Russell, under pressure, gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Russell. Flip it out to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. Running free. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown time.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Hunt. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Sellers from the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Wiggles free. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. He's got the back in the middle. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He throws into the middle of the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quick give. It's Riley. He's got the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Baylor taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And it's the Bears looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
On the return, it's Jenkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone with the run. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Russell on play action. He'll heave it deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keelan Russell. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Making the adjustment. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He's got an open man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Sellers. Looking left. It's caught. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Throwing Sellers. On the move. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's McAllister. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Sellers. Nice play to knock that one down.
defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Sellers to the air again. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Sellers taking a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gonna run it, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Left side, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires. Just got rid of that one.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Look out! He's going to run it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. And it's in.